welcome to the Bullpen of Doom, where we review because we care, in association with The Bloodshed. Wiki down with you tonight, as always, to bring you another great metal album review. Tonight we are talking about a metal band from Canada that I discovered not so long ago, actually. And for that, I have to thank Mr. John Asher for sending me this great album. And well, we are talking about a band called Laika, who have just released their new album called Somnia. And oh my god, this is grade A fucking great shit. It's melodic death metal, and I can say that, yeah, it's melodic death metal. It's really awesome. It's a band that I'm so happy to know, and an album that I have listened to for maybe 100 times since I got it. And well, I'm gonna do my best to make you guys want to listen to it too, so stick around, and we're gonna talk about this great band. Alright, so let's talk about this album. But first of all, I want to talk about something. There is a comment that I've heard a lot lately in the past few years, especially since melodic death metal and death metal has risen from the underground a lot and started being really popular, especially here in Montreal, because, well, I've been a metalhead all my life and been prosecuted because of it. I've been shoved around and teased and bothered because of that by a lot of people, because, well, I'm from Montreal, Canada, and here, when I was a teen, well, metal wasn't really popular. It wasn't the thing that people used to listen to, and well, it's changing right now, and I'm really happy that the underground metal scene is starting to rise again, because well, we lost it around 2000 when some bands split up and stuff, and I call I call those times the dark years. Well, these are over now, and we have a lot of great metal bands coming out, and a lot of metal bands that I'm really proud to know, and to I'm gonna bring them to you in the near future, especially bands like Beyond Creation, who are releasing an album at the end of the month. I'm really excited about that, and well, so that's it. And that the comment that I have heard a lot lately is, "What is melodic about death metal?" Well, if you would just get your head out of your ass and listen, maybe you would hear what is melodic about death metal, because death metal can be melodic. Anything can be melodic. Music is music, and I know a lot of people think that death metal or metal in general is just noise. But I think you really have to listen to it and be really attentive and pay attention if you want to appreciate that kind of music. It's not the kind of music that you can listen to and do something else. And it's okay like that, because other kind of music are like really hard to listen to when you do something else. I can't listen to classical music if I do something else. I want to appreciate it. So I think it's the same with metal. And I mean, metal can be associated and can be mixed with classical music really easily. If you think of symphonic metal and power metal, and that's just great. So what is melodic about metal? I think everything is melodic about metal if you listen to it carefully. Yeah, anything can be melodic. So, and the melodic death metal bands that I know and that I have listened to are pretty great. And the one that I'm going to talk to you right now, Laika, is one of the most melodic bands that I've heard. Even outside of metal, these guys, they know what they're doing. They know their music, they know their instruments, and that's pretty great. So without further ado, we're going to talk about Laika's album Somnia. So, the album opens with Restless Mind, which is a great piano part song. The piano is very baroque. I love the melancholy feel of it. It's so great. It sets the mood perfectly, and it tells you that you're in for something pretty special. It's really great awesomeness. I was really impressed by it. It's something I didn't expect, and oh my god, they kicked my ass, and I'm so happy they did. And I can listen to that song alone, and it's supposed to be an intro, but I can listen to that song alone as a standalone song, and just appreciate it. to the fullest, and that's really something cool, really great, and it opens the album awesomely. Really, it's something that you should really listen to. You should check it out because it's one of the greatest album opener that I've heard in my whole career and my whole life. So I think you guys should give it a go and listen to it, and listen to the rest of the album either. But check it out, really. I am telling you, you won't be disappointed. It's pretty great. And well, when the Restless Minds ends, it's the song Escalation of Terror that starts, and it's bringing the essence of the album very greatly. It gives the mood and sets the general sound of the band. You know where they are going, and what is cool about this song is that the baroque piano part from the intro is set in the song. You can hear some snippets of it, and is taken and harmonized with the lead guitar, which is something pretty cool. I really like that. I like that they did that, and the whole song has a great riff, and it's pretty special. I think this band has really a special sound, and I think they are really worth knowing. I think you guys should check them out because they're not your run in the mill death metal band. They're really melodic, but they can be really aggressive. They have a thrash side that I'm gonna talk about later, and they really have something that you won't hear a lot. And I'm a big fan of melodic metal, of progressive metal, and death metal. I'm a big Opeth fan, but these guys, they have something that is in another category. They really have their own sound and their own way of playing, and I think that's what makes them special. Okay, so the third song is the title track, Somnia, epic guitar and piano duo, really cool. I love the main riff. This song is my personal favorite on the album. Great piano work, very melodic. Um, Great vocals. The vocals are really awesome throughout the album, and the guitar thing is really great. No clean vocals, which I really appreciate because that wouldn't have fitted. And so this song is probably my favorite on the album, and it's really heavy, and I really like that. If we talk about some highlights of the album, well, there's the great instrumental song called "Dream of Nothing." It's a beautiful song with a great piano intro. It's movie-esque. It feels like you're in creepy moors. It's really awesome. And later on, the guitars come in and the bass come in, and you have a full band in the end, and that's just so great. It could fit in any horror movie soundtrack, and I think they should really do that and maybe ask some producer to put it in their movies because it's really awesome. And yeah, it's probably one of the greatest instrumental songs that I've heard in my life. Like I said, this band is really special. I really can't get over the fact that these guys are so unique. They have a sound of their own. This album is really worth checking out for any metal fan. I'm telling you, it really kicked my ass, and this song especially. I find myself listening to it often, and I have it as an alarm in my cell phone, and it's pretty awesome. And another great song on the album is Prediction, Tide Bearer. It's an awesome 80s thrash song, and you know how I like thrash riffs, and bands bringing thrash back, because, and I'm not saying they should bring it like all the way, but have some little influences and some snippet of it in their song. I think it's great because it's like a great homage to these bands that paved the way for them, because if thrash hadn't been there, I don't think metal would be that mainstream today. And you can bash over my head if you want, but I really think it's my opinion anyway, and I really think thrash paved the way for all of the metal bands today. And if they are here today and can be a little more mainstream and maybe have some new fans, it's because thrash brought this cohort of fans together and introduced them to metal and made them like other kinds of metal, and I think that's awesome. So that's about it, and check it out. Check this album out. It's pretty awesome. So we're gonna move on now and talk about the production side and execution side. So this is the technical thing, the technical shit, the thing that maybe the bands don't like, because this is where I become a little more critical. So we're gonna talk about that in like right now. If you stick around. Okay, so production and execution side of the Somnia album by Laika. I'm telling you guys, this won't take too long. Okay, so first of all, if you look at the actual packaging of the CD, I think the cover art is pretty awesome. You have it here, blown up. I think I think the cover art is just beautiful. It fits the band. The font they use is pretty awesome. Got a great CD with the band logo, which is great. Nothing behind. You got a great booklet here with the lyrics and the band picture, and you got the credits inside here. All the credits you need to know, everything you need to know about the album is here. So that's pretty awesome. That's pretty great because us reviewers like that because we don't have to look too much for information when they're right here on in the CD booklet and everything. So that's pretty cool. And about the actual execution side of the album, well, like I said, these guys are pros. These guys, they know what they do. Great guitars, great drums, pounding bass, awesome vocals. I think the singer is pretty great. I think Jordan does a great job. So on that, I have absolutely nothing bad to say. Piano is out of this world awesome. Again, I think it's one of the biggest highlights of the album. I used to not like piano in death metal and extreme music, but because they like overused it in power metal and everything. But in this album, it's a must. They should never get rid of their keyboard player because this guy is awesome. He does an awesome job. I think he is one of the main backbone of this band, and he should stay there and does a great job. And drums are great, guitars are great, bass is great, vocals are great. Nothing to say about that. These guys are doing what they do best, and I'm pretty happy about that. So nothing bad to say there. And on the production side, well, again, not much else to say about other than this album is flawless. The production is great, great mixing. We hear the bass, pounding bass. Often we hear it over everything else, which is something I had never really heard before. So this is cool, and this is something that should happen more because usually basses are overshadowed by everything else or slapped under on anything else, or you can't hear it, or it's not there, not present. But this album has bass. This album has guitars. The keyboards are great. They're not overshadowing everything else. They're not going over anything else. They take their place. They're not overshadowed by guitars. Guitars are at their place. Keyboard has another place, and everything is fluid. You can hear everything you want. You just have to listen carefully, and I think that's awesome because a lot of albums are not well mixed, but this one is pretty great. The mastering that has been done on the album is awesome. Not too compressed, not too much equalized. Everything is awesome, and the vocals are really well mixed. They are a delight to listen to, and usually vocals can become a little annoying when it's guttural, but on this album it's great, and it's not annoying at all, and it's well mixed, and these guys, they did a great job on that, and it's all I can say. uh, Good job, and you really should check that album out. And well, here's my quote. So the wiki seal of approval quote is 10 out of 10. This album is flawless. This album is excellent. You really should listen to it. And if you like melodic metal, you won't be disappointed. Even if you don't, and you just like metal, death metal, or brutal stuff, listen to it. It's not that brutal. It's a very, very mellow death metal album, but still, it's something you should listen to. I'm not gonna say it enough. These guys, they have their own sound. They have their own blend on metal, and you should really, really, really try it out because you won't regret it. It's really worth trying. So, well, with all that said, that's all from me. And well, if you like what you see, please subscribe to the Bullpen of Doom if you want to get updated with my future videos. And also, I'm gonna leave a link in the comments. Go check out the Bloodshed guys. These guys are awesome. They write awesome horror movie reviews and everything from gaming to horror movies, to horror series, to horror food now. So you really should check it out. And I'm a part of these guys. I'm the music guy on the side. So go give us a shout. And if you like it, so the address is www.theblood-shed.com. Go check it out. I'm gonna leave a link in the comments. And well, it was Wikidom saying take care, good night, and stay metal heads. Cheers.